Hello, I hope you're in fine voice. Now, do you know how to describe your own voice? Perhaps more importantly, do you know how other people perceive your voice? What do they hear when they listen to you? Now, for most of us, that's a really difficult question to answer. We think we have a view of our own voice, but of course, we're listening to ourselves inside out. So we hear ourselves in a certain way, and if we play it back, we think, gosh, that's not me, is it? Surely. But actually, it is, of course, us. We just are not hearing or not used to hearing ourselves as others hear us. And that's an issue in voiceovers, and it's something you have to overcome. And I think also, perhaps more importantly, you have to overcome the idea that people perceive you differently to how you perceive yourself. So we may have a notion of what we sound like, but actually in reality, the rest of the world hears us slightly differently, or in some cases very differently. So learning to love your voice, learning to get used to your voice is really important in voiceovers. And that's so that you can apply for the right jobs. So if you perceive your voice as sounding like a certain way, but actually it doesn't, and you think you can do certain sorts of jobs, but actually you can't, you're going to want to know that, so you don't waste your time and don't waste other people's time as well. So learning to sort of come to terms with your voice and make friends with it is really important in voiceovers. And I know a lot of people go, oh, I can't stand the sound of my own voice. But you've got to learn to appreciate it, because you're selling it at the end of the day. It's no good saying, I hate my voice, because that, at the end of the day, is what you are selling. That service and that sound is what you're selling to your potential clients. So what I say to you is probably the best thing to do is to record yourself as much as possible. So if you can just spend some time recording yourself, even if it's on your phone or your laptop or your iPad or whatever, and just play it back and get used to hearing your voice as it is. And in that way, you will learn to appreciate its good qualities and the areas perhaps you need to work on. But also you'll begin to get an idea of how others perceive your voice. And like I say, that's very important in voiceovers, because at the end of the day, you've got to know what you sound like in order to apply for the right sort of jobs. All right, thanks very much for watching today. Look after your voice and see you next time.